Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are back here with another video, and yet again, we have another Kathleen Kennedy rumor. How many rumors have we actually heard about Kathleen Kennedy leaving?
Quite a lot.
Yeah, quite a lot. So I got to be honest, I don't know what to believe. Kathleen Kennedy, I believe, is the same age, or actually a year older than when George Lucas actually sold the company. George sold the company in 2012, and it's been nothing but destruction for the most part of everything that George actually created with Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you started off as a passive Star Wars fan, and then we got together, then you saw all the movies, you like all the George stuff, right?
Yeah.
Not so much on the Disney Star Wars side, because there's a difference between Star Wars and Disney Star Wars. That's why we call Disney Star Wars, Disney Star Wars, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into this rumor. Now, initially we had heard, I believe like last year, that Kathleen Kennedy would be out after Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is out right now, and it's about to lose $250 million plus. And she's lost money on at least 2 Star Wars projects. Kind of hard to tell with the streaming stuff, but we know that Willow didn't do good and Andor didn't do good. Andor cost $250 million. Wow. Yeah. But look here. It says a new rumor asserts that Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy will not seek a renewal or extension of her contract when it expires. The new rumor comes from Scooper WDW Pro. I've heard of him before. He said, quote, "From the source that I have regarding Lucasfilm and the situation over there, I am told that Kathleen Kennedy will not be seeking a renewal or extension of her contract, which ends in 2024. The Scooper continued, quote, "Now, I am told, though I cannot verify this independently, I am told that Kathleen Kennedy has negotiations still in place for the 3rd week of August." That's this August, which is like, what, another week or so? And her contract, as it is constituted, will run out late next year. So if she doesn't renegotiate, she's planning on stepping away at the end of next year. But you know what? Let me ask you this. Does it really even matter? Because the only hope is if you actually get a pro-Lucas Star Wars person to come in, but because what if they just get another Kathleen Kennedy to come in?
Yeah, it's no use.
It's no use then.
It'd be the same.
Yeah,
or worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. I mean, like with that new supposed Rey movie, that director, what if you actually get her as like the president of Lucasfilm? Probably not, because she didn't have really the experience. She's probably even more of a social justice warrior than Kathleen Kennedy is.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Star Wars, that because Star Wars is so big, I mean, it's not just in America, but in other country, even though other country is not as big as America.
No,
but
America loves Star Wars way more.
Yeah, but there's still people who watch Star Wars and enjoy it, you know. And when you think of Star Wars, Disney, you have to think of, you know, the movie like distribute in other country, you know.
Well, I think
Right.
more than that, they need to be worried about pleasing the fans.
Yes.
They have not been pleasing the fans. I don't care where you're at. Hardcore Star Wars fans know what Star Wars is about. And that's what's actually missing from Star Wars. And for the most part, the core audience of Star Wars is right here in the United States of America.
Yes.
They have put the money into the money, buying the toys and all that stuff over the years. It was all about that. Now, I would love for George to come back, but I don't think George is actually going to come back. He's pushing 80 right now, and George really doesn't care anymore because they disrespected him. They say, hey, we're going to talk to George. They talk to him, and then they just obviously then I listen to him. So when I hear rumors like this that she's going away, okay, she's going away. But what does that even mean? Who's actually going to replace her? I mean,
Someone trained by Josh Lucas.
well, that'd be Dave Filoni. But the problem with Dave Filoni is, he seems to be somewhat of a yes man. Mm-hmm. Now, the Ahsoka show is coming out next month. And that is Dave Filoni's project right there. If that thing bombs, if they destroy that show right there, boy. Star Wars, I already believe Star Wars is dead. But Dave Filoni completely destroying something, that would be an eye-opener right there. And that's people already, because I'm not sure how many people are actually going to watch Ahsoka. People that didn't like Andor. Well, people liked Andor, but people didn't watch Andor. They didn't get the numbers. And also, with Disney Plus, losing a bunch of money, losing subscribers, I'm not sure how many people are actually going to watch that show. But the problem is for Star Wars, really, Star Wars was built for the big screen, not the small screen. They haven't had a movie out in the theater since, when did Rise of Palpatine come out? In 2019? I believe it was god-awful. And now Bob Iger said that, hey, we're going to cut back on Star Wars and Marvel. So it seems like, Kathleen Kennedy is kind of conflicting with Bob Iger. She said, oh, we got this coming out. We got this coming out. And as we already know, a lot of stuff has been canceled.
I mean, I think, if they push like movie coming out and it's not good, it doesn't matter how many movie is coming out. Yeah. I mean, nobody is going to watch it or recommend anyone to watch it. Yeah.
So I don't think that Rey movie is going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I think like if they're going to push movie, they need like some movie like the previous Star Wars, like Josh Lucas Star Wars.
Well, remember Kathleen Kennedy said we're closing the book on George. Well, newsflash, you guys had already closed the book on him a long, long time ago. A long time ago. So they're getting away from the characters that George created. So now Star Wars is really going to be based around a bunch of characters that really nobody actually cares about. So I'm assuming that she's talking about, brand new characters, like I said, I don't think that Rey movie is going to happen. And if it does happen, it's going to bomb. So I don't.
Well, I just remember that the Star Wars movie made by the fan that.
There's been multiple fans.
No, that you talk about the Star Wars that
talking about Star Wars Theories fan film?
Yeah, I think that's it. That the first one
that's quite a few good ones though.
No, that was the one that we see Darth Vader and like Palpatine was manipulating him.
Yeah, you talking about Star Wars Theories fan film from 2017 or something like that.
I mean, that I enjoy it.
Yeah, it was good. The fans know more about Star Wars than Lucasfilm. There's also a Darth Maul fan film. It is really good. It's really, really good.
I haven't seen it.
Of course, it's not canon. It's on YouTube. It is really good. The fans can make better Star Wars stuff than Kathleen Kennedy can. And the fans pretty much have like no budget. She has all the money in the world from the investors, and she gives us crap. So.
Yeah, you would think that people who like involved in the Star Wars project would know how to write this story and produce, something story.
Well, they're more about propaganda first than story. The fans about story first. That's the difference right there. The fans are about story, whereas Kathleen Kennedy has been about propaganda. So And that's why you got the mess that you're in right now with Star Wars. Nobody cares about it. So,
But what happened when she's out of the door? It really doesn't really matter. I mean,
no, it doesn't matter unless you get the right person in there. But the way Hollywood is, I don't know who is the right person. I have no idea.
I mean, I hope like Disney will get back to the old self,
They're not.
family friendly.
Look at this here. Disney is a mess. DC Comics is a mess. Marvel is a mess. All of these studios are a mess right now. So I don't have any confidence that any of these companies can actually make good projects. Can't. So, well, you got anything else you want to add to this? So we can wrap up the show here, because I have no confidence. I don't care if she's fired or not. It doesn't even matter. I think eventually she's going to be gone, so this rumor could be true.
Yeah.
They can actually hire her twin sister. She has a twin, so. Oh, no. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the show. We appreciate everybody for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow.